Hello everyone, welcome back to a review of a new August 2021 LEGO Star Wars set. This set is set numbers 75315, the Imperial Light Cruiser or Moff Gideons Light Cruiser. The set comes with 1,336 pieces with 6 minifigures, including Grogu. Let's get into the review. One more thing before we do that, however, is the back of the box. We can take a look at it really quick, and it just shows what we'll be looking at into this review. The first figure up in this set is Grogu, and he comes with a nice baby minifigure piece, and he comes with a nice new molded head for him. Next, we have Cara Dune, and she came out in the ATST Raider, and I feel like this is going to be the last set she's going to be in, so it'll be a pretty exclusive figure. She has nice prints on the front, decent prints on the back. We can move the hairpiece to see the second face. Next, we have Mando, which he comes with the Beskar spear in the set. And it's a pretty good figure. It has really good prints on it and a really nice blaster. And if you lift up the cape, you can see back printing. And then if you take off the helmet, it's still a black head, which I hope they fix in either the January wave that we get or next summer's wave. If we get Mando in any of those sets, then I hope they fix it. Next up, we have a Dark Trooper. And this Dark Trooper has really good prints. It's a great figure. It has the new Wrecker mold for the chest piece, and that's a pretty good piece there. And if you lift up the helmet, you can see that face, and you can see the back side of it. And we can take off the head and this to see the rest of it. And then all the white spots in it are the spots that would just be air in the show. So it's a pretty good figure. Next, we have Moff Gideon, and this figure is really good. It has a dual side cape, red in the front and then black on the back side of him. Sorry, and then he has nice printing on the front. And then sadly, he does have the old Darksaber. I really want them to make a new one, but we'll see with that in time. And he does have a nice back print too. And then he has a double side face. So there's his other face. And there's his front face. Let's get on to the next figure. Last up, we have Fennec Shan. And this figure is pretty much a highlight for the set for many people. She has really good prints all around. And she has really nice arm prints too, which they're starting to do more of, which I really like. Because arm prints really make a LEGO figure. That's her first face, and that's her second. And then if you look at the helmet, it's actually not dual molded, it's just a print on there. So that looks really good, and it makes the piece a lot cheaper. So yeah, let's get on to the build. This is a wonderful build. It has really nice detailing all around it. It has really good paneling up the side. Some great detailing here. On each side, there's a turret that can shoot off like this. And they'll come all the way out, but I just stopped it with my hand. They'll go very far. They're the farthest shooters out of all the shooters that LEGO's made, I think. If we go up to the side, we can see a small TIE fighter that we can take out. And they do tend to break because they're only held together by one stud. And that's what it looks like. So there's a nice print on the front, which is pretty cool. And then you can just set it right back into its compartment, but that's what it looks like without it. And then the set has a really cool bridge design, but it does move around a lot. So when you're picking this up, this will tend to move like crazy. And again, this is the handle of the set. So you can see the front side a little bit. But we'll start moving towards the back and we'll get back to the front in a little bit. You can see the engines, which are really well detailed. I'm trying to push it forward, but it's not working. You can kind of see those. So those have really nice details to them. It's fairly bland, but it really works. And on the other side, it's just mirrored. And we can move towards the front more. So you can see there's 2 cannons on each side, and there's a nice front side to it. So move up ship, and we'll get a nice view of the front of it. There's an overhead view of the ship, and that looks really good. Front view. And then we can open up the ship to get to an interior where there's an extra spring-loaded shooter, a table, and some other space. Inside the space, there are 2 crates, 1 on each side. And you can take those out and open them up. And in one of them, there is binoculars. And the other, there is 2 thermal detonators. So that's really nice. Anyways, we can go back into the interior. So you can see it is pretty open. It is pretty difficult to fit all the figures in, but if you do, you have to put them towards the back side of it, where the black pieces are, so right there. So just in that general area, but you can't have them past like the center of the table. And then in the actual set, there is a red coffee mug on the center of the table, which I removed instantly. I didn't even put it on because it's just very inaccurate to what the set represents. But alright, so we can move that and we can see what it looks like when it's opened up. And if we pin that open, we can see how much interior space, well, headroom, I guess, that minifigures do have, and it is kind of a lot. Here's what it looks like, shining a camera and a light through it. So it is pretty spacious, but as you can see, once it gets towards the front, it's not really as well spaced out. Alright, we can pick up the set. We can see the underside of it. It's pretty well detailed. I mean, it's what it is. It's not going to be like the crazy amount of detail. And there is a play feature to where you can put a TIE fighter in there and launch it. But sadly, you can't do it from the outside of the set, which is definitely a flaw. But anyways, we can move back into here and we can see some nice stickers. This entire table is filled with stickers. There's 6 on that whole table and 1 control manual on the other side. And there's 2 stickers there and then 1 flip-sided, so 1 there. And then sadly, the whole bridge is filled with stickers as well, so if you screw that up, then that won't be like fun to deal with, because that's like the main viewpoint of the set. One of the few things I don't like about the set is, yes, that there's not a play feature on the outside, but 2, these are like so flimsy, you can just barely flick at it and it'll pop, like fly off. That's not very ideal, but what I would do is I would just leave them in there and not use them ever, because again, it just fell off like it's nothing. So let's try to get that back on. I would definitely use 2 hands to put them back in, like that. But anyways, again, I'll give you another look at it all the way around. I do definitely recommend buying this set if you have the money, but I'd either buy this, the Bad Batch shuttle, or the Mandalorian Starfighter. I would wait for the rest of the sets for like Christmas or something, or when you do have the money for them. But those are the few sets that I recommend buying first. Alright, thank you for watching this video. I will see you guys again soon. Thank you. Goodbye.